It's July 1888. You're 14 years old, standing in a wooden factory in London's East End. The air tastes sweet and metallic. You've been dipping matchsticks into a vat of melted white phosphorus for 9 hours, and you have 5 more to go. Tonight, when you go home, your jaw will start to ache. In 2 years, half of it will be gone. This is the Bryant and May match factory, and you are one of the match girls. The factory sits on Fairfield Road in Bow, East London. About 1,400 women and girls work here, most between 13 and 21 years old. Many are Irish immigrants. They make matches. A match is just a wooden stick with a chemical head. The chemical head is what bursts into flame when you scrape it. In 1888, that chemical is white phosphorus. White phosphorus is cheap. It lights easily. It is also one of the most poisonous substances ever put into a consumer product. Your job is to take a frame of bare wooden sticks, dip the tips into a vat of melted phosphorus paste, and lay them out to dry. You do this for 14 hours a day. You eat your lunch at your bench. The phosphorus vapor rises into your nose and mouth and settles on your bread. For this, you are paid 4 shillings a week, about £1 today, but you rarely take home 4 shillings. The foreman fines you for everything: talking, dropping a match, going to the toilet without permission, having dirty feet, letting a single match fall off the frame. Each fine is 3p, about an hour's wages. Some girls finish a week and owe the factory money. The owners, Wilberforce Bryant and Frances May, are devout Quakers. They are also millionaires. In 1888, Bryant and May paid a 22% dividend to shareholders. The girls who made that dividend went home with bread, tea, and a slow-growing pain in their jawbones. It starts with a toothache. Just a dull ache in the back of your mouth that won't go away. The dentist pulls the tooth. The hole doesn't heal. It starts to smell. The smell is so strong that your family makes you eat in the corner of the room. Then the bone underneath the tooth starts to die. This is phosphorus necrosis of the jaw, Phossy Jaw. White phosphorus vapor, breathed in for years, settles in the bone of the lower jaw. It cuts off the blood supply. The bone literally rots inside your face while you are still using it. In the dark, your jaw glows. A pale greenish-white light leaking out of the abscesses in your gums. Pieces of bone work their way to the surface and have to be pulled out with tweezers. The smell is described in medical journals of the time as putrid and nauseating. If you do nothing, the rot spreads to your brain. About 1 in 5 sufferers dies from the infection. The only treatment, in 1888, is to cut out the dead jaw entirely. Surgeons remove the lower mandible. You survive, sometimes. But you can no longer speak clearly. You can no longer eat solid food. Your face caves in where the bone used to be. You are 19 years old. Phossy Jaw was first identified in matchworkers in Vienna in 1839. By the 1860s, every doctor in Europe knew it was caused by white phosphorus. Bryant and May knew this too. They had known for decades. Here is the part that makes the story worse. A safe alternative existed. Red phosphorus matches were invented in Sweden in 1855. The Swedish safety match used red phosphorus on the striking surface, not on the match head itself. Red phosphorus does not cause Phossy Jaw. It is more stable. It is less likely to ignite by accident. It is considered superior in almost every way. By 1888, safety matches were the dominant product in Sweden, Germany, and Norway. Several British firms had switched over. Bryant and May did not switch. Why? Because white phosphorus was about half the price per match. The margins were better. The girls were replaceable. When pressed by reformers, the company argued that ventilation was sufficient and that Phossy Jaw was the result of poor hygiene among the workers. That the girls brought it on themselves by eating with phosphorus on their hands. A medical inspector visited the factory in 1898 and found women working in rooms where, at the end of the shift, they could spit and the saliva glowed. The girls' hair in dark rooms glowed too. Customers bought the matches because they were cheap. A box of Bryant and May lucifers cost a halfpenny. The factory produced about 5 million boxes per week. Every box of matches sold in Victorian London contained a tiny distributed cost, paid not by the buyer, not by the shopkeeper, not by the shareholders, but by a 14-year-old girl whose jaw was slowly dissolving. You walk home through the East End. You live in a room with your mother, 3 siblings, and 1 bed. The rent is 2 shillings a week. That leaves you about a shilling for food. Dinner is bread, dripping, and tea. Sometimes a piece of fish. Meat once a week, if you are lucky. You are 5'1". You weigh about 90 pounds. Most match girls are underweight. Many have rickets, a bone-softening disease caused by vitamin D deficiency, which is, in dark and smoky London, almost universal among the poor.